What is this character really about? In Batman's case, young Bruce Wayne sees his parents killed in a random street mugging. Well, it's a perfect origin. You say that and you understand what motivates the character.
It's about a boy who loses his parents and can never overcome the grief for that. I think that's his story, and that's a theme, and that's a heartbreak that can resonate with anybody in any time.
He's a bit of a tiger for us. He's you know, the worst thing they ever did on that old TV show was give him a badge. You don't deputize Batman.
Batman, to me, is a still character. He looks good when he's kind of like monolithic and motionless somehow, just this shadow, and then he's gone.
It's that flamboyant superhero look, but he is not superhuman. So what he does is all the more impressive because he has to work with what limitations come with humanity.
At least with Batman, there is an element of using intelligence to overcome obstacles, which I really liked.
Batman's the real identity. Batman is the child whose parents were killed. Batman is the orphan. Batman is the one who's trying to solve the problem of evil in the world. Bruce Wayne is the secret identity for him. Bruce Wayne is who he is, but it's just a shell. Bruce Wayne is just passing time until Batman can take over and Batman can be who he is.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
A successful transition to a serious film. They ask, who's playing Batman in the next movie?
And of course, you know, the reality is, of course I knew who Batman was, but I loved playing not knowing.
If he walked out onto the street as himself, you'd never go, uh-oh. He looks like a guy who would need to dress up like a bat for effect.
If you took this hardcore, took a Clint Eastwood kind of a guy and put him in as Batman, you just go, well, why would that guy, a real deadly, serious kind of guy, why would he dress up as a bat?
The wonderful aspect of Michael Keaton's portrayal is that you felt almost sad for him, the fact that he looked so uncomfortable in his own skin, in his own house, talking to the people who were supposed to be his best friends, that you wondered, where does he fit in the world? That's when you see him sitting in the Batcave in front of the council, you realize.
Natural pairing because of when I came into reading Batman comics.
She's a great character. I really enjoyed her every day, waking up and having to, discover what mess she and Batman were going to get into today. She's spunky and feisty and determined to get what she wants. She was a lady with a purpose.
It was great because she really saw things for what they were. She comes in very clear, got real ideas, and in her own way was as bizarre and as strange as the guys. And, I really admired that.
Alexander Knox, he was a through line, he was a reporter, he was expository in many ways. I had to give exposition. At the same time, have some kind of comic relief, I suppose. And Tim let me play a little bit. He gave you that great freedom that you felt good to try something. We'd always shoot what's in the script, always. And I'd, suggest something if I could do it. He'd say, yeah, go ahead, which was wonderful. I mean, the scene where I walk in to the newsroom and the guy shows me the picture of the bat. And, I said
He's always trying to be nice, but Robert's got a natural kind of aggressive quality, and it comes into this picture. He's fast and very serious about doing it.
And the interesting thing is my character died at the end of the draft. I was supposed to die. And it was going so well, they said, okay, we're going to have him live. And I thought, wow, that's pretty good now. I can see it. I see Batman 2, the annuity coming up here, right? And as luck has it, they didn't use me in Batman 2. My character just kind of disappeared from the whole thing.
To participate. I always feel good about that because it's saying people, when they see me as an individual, as an actor, they're not looking at me.
Surface. And to have him pitted against the good guy who is in the mask of a horrific, nightmarish bat. So it's an interesting reversal.
You have the Joker, who's this completely character represents anarchy, the randomness of crime, and the fact that Bruce lost his parents because of an act of random crime, and he's trying to bring order to the world and order to the life. Joker represents everything that he hates.
Depicting Joker as a very fearsome figure in the previous 20 years before the movie, where he was genuinely frightening, and the idea that Jack Nicholson would be playing him certainly would bring that to life.
You know, I mean, even before I got involved with the project, people were talking about Jack Nicholson doing it, you know, even before I was around. So the great thing about Jack is he can fulfill everybody's expectation and still go way beyond that.
He was the one that everybody thought of from the very beginning. And as I said, fortunately, he had seen Beetlejuice and had loved it, so it worked out.
Wait till they get a load